What's up, everybody? I'm Dear Gamer. Welcome back to the channel. Today, we're back, and today, randomly, we have the announcement of Nintendo Switch 2, which, I don't know, I feel this is a very interesting, controversial release, because the Switch 2 is a very, very sought-after device, highly anticipated. A lot of people want one, and a lot of people, the last one came out about 8 years ago. And they wanted to get the newer version, better graphics, etc., etc. But I think the thing that's interesting is the way it got announced. It was just a random YouTube video. For such a major device, I would imagine they would wait until like a big event to have one, or not even a Nintendo Direct, just like, here you go, to kind of get people hyped. Because I honestly feel like the reason they did this is because of all the information that came out over the last like 5 months in terms of this is what it looks like, this is the leak. But before we go any further, let's take a look at it, because they said they're gonna have Nintendo Direct. They're gonna be touring the world, started in April, but they announced this in January. So a lot of thoughts. I think it's very, very interesting. Let's watch this, let's break it down, then we'll kind of go back and talk about all the things. I'm fan, without further ado, let's dive in. Here we go. Nintendo Switch 2 is bigger. Okay, got a little matte finish to it. What's that? Okay, volume buttons. It looks like it's like aluminum. It looks clean. A little stand, same handheld device. What do with the Joy-Cons? Oh, they're bigger and they're black now. Yo, they murdered out the console. Oh, so they put the color on the little inside, made it more subtle. What's this? Okay, that's how it connects on the inside. Add the colors. Very, very similar form factor to the previous generation. I like that it's bigger for my hands. You know, I can hold them a little better. I will still probably use a Pro Controller though. And they snap in. They want you to do some gaming on these. Switch 2. Okay, so look, the design of it. I think that's it. Wait, hold on. They're gonna show gameplay now. Hey, look at that. It looks good. It looks good. I was hoping for them to beef it up, the machine, the graphics. I get it. It's a Switch. But you know, we want to play some juicy games. I love it. Cool. It's backwards compatible as well. Some games are not supported. In April 2nd, they'll have a Nintendo Direct. Series of handheld events around the world. Hands-on events. Ooh, Nintendo, can I go, please? So, essentially what they're doing is, we'll just like, can you still loop videos? Yeah, we'll loop it. I turn it down. So, Nintendo, they announced the Switch 2. They made it bigger. And made it bigger. The graphics look good. They murdered it out. I don't know. I feel like they kind of want like a more. I feel like the Switch 2 grew up. You know, it's like when Link pulled out the Master Sword. Now he's like teen Link, and I feel this is like teen adult Switch 2. I love the color of it. Looks good. I like everything murdered out. Everything in here is pretty murdered out. So I like that. And I think that they did it and it was smart to make it a little bigger, made it a little stronger, because I don't know, maybe they realize there's a lot of people that played the Switch 1 have grown up, so they need a more heftier machine. But also, if you look at the current market, there's a lot of devices that kind of fit into this niche. And I think Switch, we know, is the king of its own genre, when no one can compete with Nintendo because they just make so much money because their games are all first party. And a lot of those games you grew up playing. I grew up playing Super Nintendo. That was my first console. I played Street Fighter, Zelda, Donkey Kong, Lion King, all those games I grew up playing on Nintendo, Super Mario 64. And me personally, I would wish they went back and just made a beefier console, like a home console, but this thing has a dock that you can connect. I'm interested to see what resolution you can play in. You got the Steam Deck competing in this market. I see people in my job all the time, handheld playing Wild World on the Steam Deck and all these other devices. I think ROG Asus has one. I think Samsung has one as well. So there's a lot of competitors in this market of handheld gaming, and I feel like honestly this kept getting pushed back because they wanted to bring it out. Then they're like, wait a minute, we can't bring it out with these kind of specs because they're just get dumped on, even though they wouldn't, because they've always sold well, even though the games don't look like PS5 or PC games. But I feel like they want to maybe convert some of those people over, because they got the whole Xbox situation where they're playing games on the Switch. So maybe they want to get out of the young adult teenager like genre, I would say, and maybe start doing a little bit of more mature stuff. They got Resident Evil 4 on there, so I feel like that's where they're kind of like, I don't want to say adultifying the console, but giving it some juice that it'll be more accessible to more people versus it like being like a younger demographic. So that's why I feel like how they kind of like juiced it up. It's bigger display. Is it gonna play wild? Probably not. But maybe, we don't know. We don't know what they did inside of it. I'm a huge fan of the subtle accents on the color. I'm a big fan of that little pop of color. Not too much. I got my Switch one behind me, just adding some pop to my background. But I'm excited. I'm definitely gonna pick one up. I'm interested to see what other games are available. I think we learned a lot last year with games like Power World that came out, and it's a PC game, console game, and it looks like, hey, this is what next gen Pokemon should look like. And I think like outside of being upset about that, Nintendo was like, damn, people want some more Pokemon in high definition and some great graphics on an adult version. So that's how I kind of paints back to the original argument I'm making, that they want to like level up the age demographic as well when it comes to Switch games. Look at this Mario. I think the Mario looks clean. Mario looks pretty good. The rumors before that it would be PS4 graphics, and hey, PS4 graphics look pretty good. That'll be a massive jump to a lot of their games. A massive jump. But the fact that they talked about it now in January, when the event is not till April, that's kind of crazy. I doubt that they didn't mean to do that on purpose. I feel like all the leaks came out, so like, damn it, just announce it to the world. Let everyone know it's coming. This is what it looks like. Make it hands-on in April, meaning it's not going to be purchasable till like September, October, November, maybe. So, they still got a lot of time to do a lot of things before they, I guess, get green lighted to make full production, or it could be done already. Who knows? But hopefully we get a chance to check out one of these hands-on events. I saw there's some down. I think there's any LA dates. Hopefully they add some more dates so we can check it out and bring some of that content to the channel. We played Rise on PC, Switch. It was a interesting experience, but I would love to play more Nintendo games as they make it more, beefier for me as well. Because I never play handheld. Like, honestly, like looking back at it, I'm just rambling at this point. Zelda, what's not Ocarina of Time? Zelda Twin Towers. Oh man, I love that game so much. But I would have loved it better if it ran better and looked better. 30 frames was not cutting it. It was choppy. Did not look good. I was like, man, this is a massive opportunity for them to launch a Switch 2 with a Zelda game. But I feel like, honestly, I don't know if they're going to do a remake, but I feel like Switch 2 with Ocarina of Time Remastered will be a thing. Unless, because the Zelda games always take like 7 years in between to make. But I remember playing the game and seeing some of the other people play it on PC, quote unquote. at 4K, 120 frames. It was flawless. Looked amazing. So I'm not trying to be a graphic junkie, but I will say my eyes need to be blessed when I'm playing the games, and my fingers need to be blessed with it being smooth. So hopefully this whole Power Worlds, all the Steam Decks, all that stuff kind of like jolted them a little bit to juice things up a little bit more. But we have to wait and see. April, we get hands-on with it, and we'll see what launch titles it has. We're definitely picking one up, as I want to be able to cover majority of the games. Nintendo was more friendly with content creation now, so exciting times. But comment below what your thoughts are as far as the timeliness of the announcement, expectations going forward, and if you're getting one below, because I'm interested to see where you guys stand. That lets me know how much of Nintendo games I should cover or consider covering. But thanks for watching. Stay smooth. Till next time. Dear gamers, signing out.